The macro environment has 6 different forces that influence it. The macro environment consists of larger societal forces that affect the entire microenvironment. The 6 forces making up the company's macro environment are demographic, economic, natural, technological, political and social, and the cultural forces. These forces shape opportunities and pose threats to the company. The main objective of a company is to make profits. In order to do that, a company needs to know the problem the consumer has. Every consumer has a problem, a need, want, or a demand that a company decides to serve, to address with their products or services. And this is called that the products and the services the company offers is represented at creating consumer value, right? So the company satisfies the problem or the need the consumer has. It wins them over as a customer because the person bought the product, and now the company obtains value from customers in return, so makes profit, the money that the customer paid for the product. In order to develop these efficient marketing strategies, every company needs to realize that they work in what is called a marketing environment. So remember that the companies need to operate in an environment and create relationships with the customers. First of all, to create relationships with the consumers, and once the consumers have bought from the company, they become customers. And companies want to build and maintain these relationships. And these two environments, the micro and the macro environments, represent the factors that influence the ability of the company to do exactly that. Remember that the marketing environment consists of 2 types of environment. There is the micro and the macro. I've created separated videos for each one of the environments. You can check them right here, you can check them in the links down in the description. And remember that the macro environment has 6 different forces. For every force you have a different video you can watch. The natural environment is the 3rd force of the macro environment we analyze. In order to understand it better, let's see the definition of it. The natural environments involve the physical environment and the natural resources that are needed as inputs by marketeers or that are affected by marketing activities. The natural environment shows 3 major trends: shortages of certain raw materials, higher pollution levels, and more government intervention in natural resources management. Environmental concerns create marketing opportunities for alert companies. And now it would be a legit question: why do marketeers care about the environment, and more actually the natural environment, and why they do think about it as a force that influences the company? Well, think about it. To produce their products or their service, they need raw materials, and that is in depletion. Another thing is that severe weather condition creates new demands. Also, think about the natural disasters and how many products you can sell in those cases. Winter clothing, snow tires, all companies create marketing strategies depending on the weather and on the nature. As mentioned, there are 3 important trends in the natural environment we look at. Although water and air may seem infinite resources, air pollution is a problem in many world's largest cities, as well as the water shortages. The renewable resources such as the forests and food also have to be used wisely. Also, non-renewable resources such as oil, coal, and various minerals represent a serious issue. The second environmental trend is the increased pollution. The industry will almost always damage the quality of the natural environment. Just consider and think about the disposals of chemicals and nuclear waste. The mercury in the oceans is at a dangerous level. The quantity of chemical pollutants in the soil and food supply and the littering of the environment are serious issues to be taken care of. And finally, the last trend we look at in the natural environment is the increased government intervention in natural resources management. The governments of different countries vary in their concern and efforts to promote a clean environment. For example, the German government vigorously pursues environmental quality. In poorer nations, governments do little about pollution. Sometimes even richer nations lack the funds, and more importantly than funds, the political accord and interest to mount a worldwide environmental effort. Naturally, every company that presents interest and that presents their support and help for the nature and for the natural environment is seen as a good citizen, and this is what these companies want as well. But in the same time, they also track these natural trends and the trends in the nature to know how and where they can sell, and also they need to know how much they need to prepare for the future, how many resources are there available for the raw materials they need for production. Environmental sustainability means meeting present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. It represents developing strategies and practices that create a world economy that the planet can support indefinitely. Many companies are nowadays responding to this need of consumer demands with more environmentally friendly products. And they understood that what is good for the customer is also good for the business. Therefore, more and more companies make environmental sustainability a part of their core mission. Remember that the marketing environment consists of two types of environment. There is the micro and the macro. I've created separated videos for each one of the environments. You can check them right here, you can check them in the link down in the description. And remember that the macro environment has 6 different forces. For every force you have a different video you can watch in the links down in the description. This was everything for this video. I hope you understood what the macro environment is, all and every individual actor of the macro environment. Remember that you can watch every actor separately. There are links below in the description for that. And if you want, you can watch an entire at-length video about the entire marketing environment. Also, another way you may thank me for creating these videos is by buying me a coffee. I run on a lot of coffee to create these videos, first of all to do the research for the information, then to film, to edit the videos and to post them for you to watch for free. So if you feel like you can buy me a coffee, I would highly appreciate it. Another way is of course to hit the like button, to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down in the comment section of this video, because you know how YouTube is nowadays. If there is no engagement, there is no promotion. So if this video helped you, I would highly appreciate your support. Thank you for watching and I'll see you at the next video.